favorite editing app, we're going to open up a new template with the entire dimensions of your sign. Here we're just going to edit the sign. We're going to place a background, some text. We're going to go ahead and lay out the entire sign. Now this template is larger than the printer can print. So we're going to go ahead and lay it out, and then we will be splitting it as soon as I'm finished editing here. This is real time. This is not sped up. I just use keyboard shortcuts. We're going to drop a guide mark. Need the other one. So we're going to split it on the 11-inch mark. So I'll end up with two 11 by 17 tabloid size papers. My printer is capable of 13 by 19, but my paper comes in 11 by 17. It's going to be the first side. Let's do the second side here. Side 2. And you can do JPEG, PNG, whatever. I prefer JPEGs. You can see here we have two tabloid size papers that we will combine after printing. Gonna go ahead and print on one of our printers here. Recommended high settings since it is a full covered paper. It's not just text. We're going to print that and we'll be attaching it shortly. After we've printed our two-part logo here, so the max size of this paper is 11 by 17 each. What we're going to do here is remove one side of this white margin, and then we're going to tape it together to form one large sign. So you can pick any side. I usually like to pick the side with the smallest margin. Usually they're supposed to be the same size, but you can see the paper shift. This one is slightly smaller, so I will be cutting this margin off right here. I'm going to grab my yardstick, or if you have a T-square or anything that's preferably metal. So I'm going to go ahead and take this yardstick, go ahead and put it next to that margin. And I'm only going to cut the white part off and maybe a very thin part of the yellow, just to make sure I get all this white off. So I'm going to place it and then grab your X-Acto knife or blade or box cutter or whatever you use, and just slightly push down and go ahead and trim this margin. Now that we have that off, we're going to grab our other side and we're going to grab a small piece of tape. It's real small to hold it together until I can flip this thing over. And as you can see here, I'm able to lay the cut side on the side with the margin and just align the letters as best as possible. It won't be 100% accurate because of paper shift, but at a distance you'll be unable to tell of the gap in the middle. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep aligning this as best I can, and I'm pretty satisfied with this up here. I'm going to stick a small piece on the top side of this sign. I'm also going to grab another piece and stick it on the bottom side. I'm going to turn this around so you get a better view. And the goal is to align it where the white margin beneath is not showing, but is there to hold the sign together. So I'm satisfied with the bottom part. I'll go ahead and tape that as well. And then I'm going to flip this over. Make sure that it's not curled or folded. I'm going to lay that flat and I grab a couple pieces of tape here and I'm just going to tape the back side. I'll be putting a piece of tape. Each paper will be on this tape. So now this tape is holding this sign together. You go ahead and add as much tape as you'd like. Go ahead and waste the tape. So that's tape, and now we have our large printed sign using 2 pieces of paper here. And you can use as many pieces as you like. Of course, it will take longer, but I've done signs where it was 5 feet by 5 feet using many of these 15 to 20 sheets. It does take a while and you do need a large working area, but this gives you the ability to print signs on your small format printer. Very simple, just takes time and patience.